Items in the mail for another new project? Good Tuesday afternoon to you all, YouTube. Here with you at the bench. About 12:18 now in the afternoon. I thought we would take a look at what's going on. I don't know how well the camera is picking up the item just to my left, but that is the SX3700 that I am currently working on. And the last video we left off, it had some bad parts on the volume control, and they are there. I'll show you in a minute what I was going to try to do, but you know, it didn't work out. Also got some items in the mail yesterday. I want to go over those with you and tell you a bit about what's going to happen with those. And really, that's about all there is to it. So let's get to it on the bench here and see what we got to look at. Alright, well, first up we're going to take a look at the volume control for the SX3700 that I took apart. I do have it all apart now, and it is, I thought there was a chance that I could take, now this is the back one. You can see the front one's still on there. This is the back one. It did come out of this loop. I got it out of there. So I thought maybe this would allow me to, and it would if I could do it as far as, I think this is the one, yeah. Hard to see, but basically it goes like that. And I could take some epoxy and probably glue that together where it would hold, and that would probably work. And you know, if it did, that would fix this one, and I really wouldn't have to have another one. But even if I do that, the problem is, how do you connect up those carbon traces? You know, from this point to the actual track there, it needs to have you know, a connection there. And I don't know that the just touching it together with the you know, epoxy as far as holding the phenolic together, if that would be sufficient or not. I doubt it. So, you know, you would have to be able to some way join it. I don't think you could solder it. I don't think carbon will, or solder will stick to carbon. So that probably wouldn't work as far as that concerned. And the other part of it is this. I cannot figure out how to get that out of there. Usually they have either like a clip here that fits in that groove, and you take the clip out and then this will separate and allow all that to come apart. Or some of them have a clip on this end, and again, do the same thing. They allow it to separate. This one doesn't. This one appears to be all one piece. I'm not saying it is, but it appears to be. Anyway, I did order another one, and it's the right value, but it's a little bit, the shaft is a little bit shorter, number one. I don't know how much difference that's going to make. I don't know how far in the knobs go. I'll have to check that out once I get it in. But I figure if nothing else, I can put an extension on the end of it to make it work, and that would be our plan if need be. And like I said, the main thing is to get the electronic part of it working, and then we can concentrate on the cosmetic end of it. But anyway, that's what this is looking like. And like I said, I just really wished I could have took that apart. If nothing else, the new one came. I could probably take it apart and use this chance of using this shaft in it. And you know, if I could do that, that would cure the problem with the shaft length. But you know, again, it's not a big deal, not the end of the world. We'll get it going for sure. I'm positive of that. Items in the mail. And one thing I did not bring in here is the other. You guys may recall I ordered the wrong cable for the little frequency counter from China that I got, and I ordered the wrong cable at first. That came in. That was number one. So in case I use or need it, I'm thinking about using it with the new frequency counter when it gets here, and I think I can just snip off the coax and connect it because it has a different style connector, just a plug-in type thing, and I can just connect that up to the coax, and that should work just fine. So that would be a good deal there. I won't lose any real value to that. So that came in. Let's see what else came in here. Now these are, you guys may remember I said something about getting back into the AM Superhet receiver, and that's what these are for. I got these from Mike's Electronic Parts, I think is what the name of it is. I couldn't get the one, you guys may recall when I was telling you about that, I ordered parts from JCar, and they didn't have this. And so I ordered a couple of different ones from Mike's, and was hoping perhaps one of them could be used. Bob has done some research into it and said that these are a little bit off as far as the bandwidth, as far as working with the JCar tuning capacitor, and so may have to wait and try to get the right one in here. I don't know, we'll see. But like I said, those I ordered. I like to experiment with this stuff anyway, so that's for that. This also ordered from Mike's. These are 1N914, I believe, diodes. I'm always needing those, and I believe also there are some 1N34As in there. I like to have a few of those as well because of experimenting. And so I do have some for the BDST, but they're not really mine. So like I said, I wanted some extra ones, and I got those. I have an order coming from Mouser. I had to buy a part actually for this next build that I'm going to tell you about. I know I got a lot going on. It's a basically a potentiometer. I believe it was a 5 megohm, I think is what it was. You guys may recall Don over at Restore Old Radios recently did some work on another signal tracer, and I really liked the one he did with the probe, with a separate probe, and the using the modules for the actual amplifier section of the tracer. And so I thought, well, you know, I like to kind of see what that one does. So I bought the modules, and two of those came in. The little microphone module, and this is the one where you take off the condenser mic and use it, the connections for your tracer, and that connects to that, and then it goes into this one, and this is the other one, the adjustable one with the gain control, and that's I keep getting up too high, or maybe I should just move this up. How's that? There we go. I can just figure it out here eventually. I've only been doing it for 10 years. But anyway, both of these modules are for that. And again, the one thing I got from Mouser, Don was nice enough to point me out where he got his, and I could not find that particular pot anywhere, and so he pointed me to Mouser, and like I said, I ordered that and some other things as well, because anytime you place an order like that and you're paying whatever their shipping is, $6.99 I think, or something like that, you figure, well, you might as well get some other things that you would have to use. And I think one of the other things I got was some more diodes, the 1N414 maybe, I can't remember. Let's see, what was they? It's the same thing as the 1N914s, only they have a different number. Well, it's 1048, I think is what they are. Anyway, I got those coming in, and also ordered some other items as well. So those will be coming. They're supposed to be here tomorrow. UPS, we'll see. You know how that works. So those two things, and also for the probe itself, I got the. I ordered the exact same thing he ordered, And I have the circuit board came in yesterday, but this, like I said, this was the only thing that came in so far. The metal part of the probe body, I guess is what you would call it, and I also have to find some brass tubing. I've got brass tubing. Let me see if I can show you those. Alright, you can see this is what I have here. I don't think this is the right one. I don't know what size that is. You can see it there. It might be right for one of the tubes. I don't know. We'll have to check the specs on this and see how wide it is or big it is. I don't even remember what I ordered this for. It might have been for, come to think of it, it might have been for Don's other signal tracer build. You guys may recall that. This one here. He was kind enough to send me one of his prototypes, and so that's it right there. And I probably was going to build that, but you know, after he sent me one, well, there was no sense really in building it. So I use that quite often. It's a very handy item indeed. So, but this other one, I thought, you know, that would be perfect to test, you know, because we've got the BDST, and I kind of like to. I'm sure Bob was wondering, why are you building that? We've got the BDST, and I understand that. But my rationale is, well, you know, how are you going to compare the BDST to anything if you don't have something to compare it to? Well, you know, we do now if we build this one. So, or if I build it, Bob's not building it, I am. But I'd like to build it and test it out. It really seemed to work well for Don on his demo, and I kind of was impressed with that. And so that's where we want to go, and going to do that. But anyway, the brass tube, that may work for one of them, I don't know, but I think I can get it at Ace Hardware. Pretty sure I can get the right ones there. May have to order them and pick them up later, but anyway, there is one in Scottsburg that I can pick it up from. Not a problem. So that's probably the only thing that I don't have coming. The other components, I think there's a few. That's the other thing. The transistors for it, for the probe itself, the little buffer amp. I've got that coming, and that should be in here in the next few days. So, like I said, I've got all the parts I think I'll need for that, and so that will be coming up. You guys, I know I said something about this before, but this is how many. Let me see if I can bring these over here. You can at least get a look at them. That's the there's the stuff that I had to take off to get the that black panel off there. This black panel right here. All these parts had to come off there. Of course, these solder were not part of it, but anyway. All these little black screws, now there's a ton of those, and there's two different types. There's machine screws and the metal type screws, and all of those came off of that black plate. Two on the end, one for, now this is, like I said, this should fit, because your body of that should be about the same on the this part of it. And I just don't know if there's going to be enough of this shaft sticking out to do the knob. So that's the problem, or the thing I'm worried about. So we'll have to wait and see. But there's two of those on each end. Those are what holds the faceplate on with the glass in it. And so that's that. But like I said, that's all the things you have to take off just to get that that little clip there. That's for the headphone jack. That holds it in. But that's all the things you have to take off to get that black thing off. And you know, I kind of wanted to put those in a bag, but I haven't yet. You know how that works. I'll lose half of them. So anyway, that should do that. You guys, in the meantime, have a wonderful, wonderful day. I do really appreciate you guys watching. And we will see ya.